we won the All-Ireland Football Championship for the first time in 20 years. I mean, the whole city was hopping. You know, it was unbelievable. You know, and then we had the Davy thing, and then we had the Obama scenario, because we were working very hard between ourselves and UCC to bring Obama to Cork.
Right.
Oh, yeah, it was very advanced. There was a lot of work put in by UCC into it, you know. And we thought we had the best, better case than anywhere else in the country. And we were quietly confident that everything was going to come, you know. And I was on the City Hall one day, and I was thinking of it for a second, and said, like, if I'm inviting Obama to Cork, surely should invite the Queen if she's going to come in. So the guys, the couple of years came over and they said, look, so, I think it would be appropriate if we also invited the Queen. Yes, okay, so he's done the letter up, I signed the letter, we sent off the letter anyway, and I told to use the last time, I just stand the papers anyway, but I remember Paul coming in one morning, he said to me, she's coming. I said, what?
You didn't expect her to come?
I mean, listen, like, we weren't, you know, when she's coming, when you're officially told, you send the invitation, hoping that somebody would come, right? But looking at the whole scenario around us, we weren't really kind of expecting her to come to Cork, you know. There's loads of reasons, right? You know, historical reasons about Cork, you know, and then the royal family in England and all the stuff, and the rebel county, and you know. But
you
like
got a chance, though.
Yeah, but that's not in the past. I mean, my attitude is like, you look to the future, you know, but you still remember the past. But I remember when Paul said to me, and I said, shit, what are we going to do now? Exactly what I said. It's been on the paper, so it doesn't make a deal. So it's amazing thing, you see what happens then, you know. And it's something that I've said this now, and I've told the story over and over again to different places. There's people in City Council come in at times for an awful lot of criticism, you know. But the minute that the Queen accepted the invitation to come to Cork, if you see the people in City Council, how they operated, and how they planned along with the other agencies to make sure that everything that should be done was done, and was done in time, and the Lord Mayor was brought up to speed and everything, and it's absolutely incredible to work the time in the organisation out into it. And I think when you look back at it now and you look at the photographs and you can see it on YouTube, you know, the actual visit, and you look at the amount of people that looked at, there was 30 million people looking at Cork all over the world. It was acres of paper, print paper, spoken about Cork, you know. And that's something like that we could never buy. We could never buy, and I think it certainly like enhanced the image of the city, particularly to people that probably never even heard of us, because when you look in the global sense of things, you look at the world, you're a tiny, tiny little dot. You know, and to be the attention of the world for what the best part of it, you know, because when you look at all the other coverage, can't come more than anybody else because of the structure of the visit. Arriving in the Grand Parade, walking through the market, talking to the people, coming out, and then, as I was telling people before, so when she arrived in the Grand Parade, they told me I could bring her across the road.
Really?
Oh yeah, and I mean, it's like for security reasons, but I was standing on the cart, waiting for the cart was coming up the Grand Parade, and this guy, I don't know who he was, came over and said, Lord Mayor, says, when you're finished in the back, he says, you can bring Her Majesty across the road to meet the people. So I said, Daniel said, we go over anyway. So we came out of the market, and when you meet the Queen first, the protocol is usually just the Queen as Her Majesty, but after that you call her Ma'am then. Okay? So I was getting well into the man business anyway. But when we came out of the market, then we walked across the road. And I said, Ma'am, so again, nothing was planned. So Ma'am said, I'd love to tonight for mess with my daughter and my 2 grandchildren. They're over there. I'd love to, she says.
Okay.
So Aileen walked straight over to Aileen. Aileen sort of got out the window by his side. Aileen said, I'd say hello to Her Majesty the Queen. I'm straight out. Wait to go hand. Aileen's hand was out straight away, you see. But my 2 grandchildren were there. Case is 06. And I said to Kate, say hello to the Queen. Kate said, hello, Mrs. Queen, she says. She says to her, And then the smallest one, was up in Aileen's arms. And I said, yeah, wasn't I say look to the Queen? She was only about 2.5, 3 down, and the other days over, you know. I said, Mrs. Queen, she said, I have a very sore lip. And she starts telling the Queen about her lip. And it was like, we moved on then, which was the next day. People were interested to see the papers, which I hadn't. Get the papers, so there's a great picture of Eva. And I got the paper, and there's Eva and the Queen, and she explained to the Queen about her lip.
And what was she like?
Oh, she was fantastic, yeah, absolutely fantastic. Yeah. It was she was so relaxed, and to a certain extent I was relaxed as well, because a lot of people might know this boy actually met the Queen the night before.
Oh, did you?
In Dublin. I was at the concert up in Dublin, and she was introduced to the different groups prior to the concert. And when she was introduced to me, and when you consider an 85-year-old lady, how quick or thinking on her feet, right? This guy introduced her to Queen. This is Councillor Michael O'Connell, this is the Lord Mayor of Cork. Oh yes, she said, what have you seen you tomorrow?
Alright.
That's like, you know, all this kind of stuff is going on, you see. And that kind of set the tone for me then, because I had met her, and she knew where she was going as well, you know. Which was kind of funny after, because we came down, we were through the thing then, and then she was going up to Tyndall. And somebody said to me, he said, you have to go to Tyndall as well. Yeah, sure. And the police were driving me, you see, I had the guard, just for security stuff, so I said, fine. So I went up to Tyndall, and I had no function in Tyndall. So the Queen was up looking at some stuff upstairs, and this guy came over, he said, will you join the others out the back? It's going to be a patio place out the back there, and I went out anyway. I was with Charlotte, the minister, some other few people in there. The Queen was brought out again, and there's something that's the introductions, and he comes up to me and said, she said, I left you down there, and she said, yeah, that's right, I wasn't expecting to be here. So it was very kind of
it was a great achievement.
Very funny, it's very, very, very relaxed. But the kind of phrase, what I do say to people, it's like going into a pasture street on a Saturday morning, say, with your grandmother.
Really?
That's what it's like, it's like walking on pasture with your grandmother, so it was brilliant. Because if you look at the footage from the market, and you see us walking, right? You see this lad, we're chatting, the two of us are chatting, whether she understood me, I don't know. But we're chatting all the time, walking around.
Were you talking about what you were showing her?
Well, I was explaining all that stuff to her, but in between, because sometimes you weren't going to every store, you see. So when you left one to get to the other, she had her notes anyway, but then I was not telling her about different things, you know. But it was only when I physically saw it, and realised it was I speaking for that, by speaking that often, I seem to be talking all the time.
Yeah.
So that's what I said. But you can see it in the tape, as I say, you know. But,
that was great.
Oh yeah, it was I saw it a couple of weeks ago. It was like that. There was so much stuff there, like, and some of the photographs. I hope you got the other one, which she emailed out to everyone.
Yeah, I bet.